What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So before we get started today, I got a quick little update. The Trans Am is running. I have part 1 and 2 of the air conditioning video pretty much finished filming wise. I just started editing part 1, so you can expect a Trans Am video possibly sometime next week. But today I did get a hold of Tahiti's Carfax, so we're going to go ahead, take a closer look at this thing, see if anything sticks out, and see if the thing is actually in a wreck. I'm actually going to shoot this video inside Tahiti here because it's kind of warm out and I feel like this paper is just going to blow all over the place. But starting out here, I went to Carfax.com. I paid like 39 bucks for this. I glanced at it when I bought the truck through the auction. I didn't really look too close at the details. I just looked at like the stuff that said there were no issues reported, and you can see here 4 owners including me, and for all of them you got guaranteed no problem. So that pretty much just says, according to Carfax, according to stuff reported to them, it's not a salvage, junk, rebuilt, fire, flood, lemon, you know, the mileage isn't tampered with, nothing like that. But like I said, this is according to what is reported to Carfax. So if there was an issue and Carfax didn't pick it up, or there was like an accident and the shop didn't report it to Carfax, because there are some garages that don't report stuff to Carfax. Everything is not going to be on this thing, so you got to take this with a grain of salt when you're looking at it. But just a quick glance here, no issues that Carfax knows about, so that is always a good sign. You can see our last reported odometer reading was 211,489, and when I got this thing, the odometer actually wasn't working. Any of you guys who were here from the beginning, you know this whole cluster down here, this was blacked out, and it turned out what I thought was an issue with the lighting, because I turned the dimmer on and then the thing came back. After driving it for a while, the cluster intermittently started going black, so I think that's what the problem was. Regardless, you can see I got 218,607 on here now. When I got it, we had 211,489. So taking a look at the first page here, the original owner bought this thing in Washington, D.C., it looks like, 12/9/2003. From there on out, at least with the first owner, there were pretty much no issues. Everything is normal from 03 through 06. There's no mileage here until the final log here at 63,651. Just looking at this, you can see that there's no like indications of oil changes. The guy could have did the changes himself, or he just went to a shop that didn't have an account with Carfax, so they didn't report that stuff. But going on to owner number 2, this was from 06 to 2013, and this is where it gets interesting, because if you guys remember, I had this note that the owner left me that I found in the back like box over there. And for anybody who hasn't seen this before, I'm going to put a link at the top of the screen, but they left this note in here with a date on it. Flip it over here, it says 2006 to 2017. But if we look at the Carfax, according to the Carfax, owners changed at 2013 and 165,000 miles. So the 2006 lines up where one of the owners changed there, but then over here we're at 2013. So it could have just stood in the family, and maybe they just changed the registration or the title over to somebody else. It could have been gifted, something like that. So maybe it was still in the family. That's why the note says 2017, even though this says 2013. So for the most part, it looks like the same family owned the thing from 63,000 miles up until, here's the 13 log, up until 211,489, which is a long-ass time and a lot of miles. And then right here is when I bought it at the auction, 12/26. I guess this is when the DMV got the title and they transferred it over into my name. And if you look here, this is 12/26/18 under owner 4, which is me. But then we go look under owner 3, we still have the 18 date. So what this is, when the auction company gets the title, they don't sign it over into their name. They keep it in the previous owner's name. So this is obviously going to be under the previous owner. And then when I actually got the thing and registered it, it was still under owner 3, because when you get a vehicle registered, at least in New York, you bring the previous owner's title, and I sign my name and fill out a form for a title transfer. and then they give you plates. So all this was technically done under owner 3 because their name was still on the title, and then they didn't actually update it until owner 4, until they actually got that title, which I gave to the DMV. They sent it out wherever it has to go, and they actually issued a title in my name, and that's when it actually updated to owner 4. And being on owner 4, there's absolutely no history on me because obviously I just got the thing. But looking at the owner 3 here, we have a little bit of maintenance going on here. So up until, hold on, I missed a sheet here. So if we look here, 2009, this is when it changed over at that like 63,000 mile point. We got an inspection. There was apparently an issue with the ABS at 99,000. It says it was checked. It doesn't really give you any details. Some stuff they'll tell you, but in this case, it just says the ABS was checked. A little bit later at 102, we had the oil change as well as the air filter. And then at 105, they did the front brakes, rear rotors, and the oil again. So right there, looked like clockwork, 3,000 miles, oil has been changed. Then at 105, literally maybe like 200, 300 miles later, it says the vehicle was serviced again, which it doesn't give you any details on. 106, same thing, vehicle serviced. But those two services are very close together. And then 106, once again, vehicle serviced. Then after that, looks like the registration was renewed, and then it looks like we passed inspection. And then we switch over to the third owner, which is where I think it switched over to another member of the family. You see, wherever it says loan or lien reported, that means the vehicle was like being financed, I believe, or being paid off. That's why it says that, because when I got the title, there was no lien or anything on it. Other than that, really nothing going on. Registration renewed, state inspection passed. Then 2015 in May, we have another good amount of service. Looks like it got brakes again at 184, pads, rotors all around. And I think it got brakes one more time after this, because you can see that's at 184. I got this thing with 211, so that's about 30,000 miles, a little over 30,000 miles. And these brakes, they were literally brand new. Like the rotors like didn't even really have rust on them. So at some point here, between 184 and 211, brakes were put on this thing again, but you could see it's not reported here. So that's why I mean, you got to take these with a grain of salt, because everything isn't going to be on here. And then from there, that's when it went to auction and I bought it. So surprisingly, there are absolutely no indications or reports of an accident or a wreck or anything. Title isn't salvaged, nothing like that, because a lot of you guys are saying with the windows broken in the back. The last I found, maybe the thing was in a wreck. According to this, it wasn't, but as I mentioned, you know, with a grain of salt, you got to take this thing, because depending on where they take it, everything isn't going to be reported. But at the same time, I feel like an accident, going through insurance and something substantial enough to kind of break the back windows, I would think that would come up on here. Like I said, I'm not really familiar with how this works, but I do know that all of the shops don't have to give their information to Carfax if they don't want to. They have to like make an account or sign up, have an agreement with Carfax to do that. So if you bring it to some place that doesn't deal with Carfax or want to give their info, none of that's going to come on here. So if you're trying to buy a car, it's definitely a good idea to look at this, especially if you're on the fence if you want it or not. And you look at this and something comes up where it was in a wreck or there's a problem with anything or the mileage, you know, that might just change your mind. You'd be like, okay, forget it, I don't want it. But at the same time, I wouldn't recommend using this as a 100%, oh yeah, there's no problems with the car. Look at the Carfax, because there is stuff that just doesn't get reported to them and it's not going to come up on here. Also, leave a comment below. Let me know if you want me to run a Carfax on the Trans Am and the Camaro. I'm kind of itching to see what the Trans Am's been through, because the mileage on that is unknown. Somebody switched the cluster out. It looks like it's been through a lot of shit. Depending on how far the Carfax goes back, I'm not really sure when they started you know, taking records down and how long Carfax actually been around. But it'll still be fun to see how far it goes back, what may have actually happened to the car, if it was in a wreck or anything. Titles on both of those cars are clean, so even if it was in an accident, it could have been anything substantial that totaled the car. But still, there could be some stuff on there that might be interesting. All right, so I just got to work and I realized I did not film an outro for this video. I hope to have part 1 on the AC episode for the Trans Am out sometime next week. You guys are watching this on Wednesday. So I'm thinking sometime the middle of next week I'll have that video out. As far as the trailer goes, being the Trans Am is running now, I actually have a car to put on the trailer, so I'm going to go to U-Haul, pick one up, put the Trans Am on there, we'll go for a drive. Also, I'm finally getting back to getting the Camaro back together, getting that transmission back in, so you can expect more videos to come along with the Camaro after the Trans Am episode and possibly before the trailer video. But for now, that is going to do it for this video, guys. Remember, if you enjoyed it, please be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in a few days.